Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Great job. By the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Finds his man. It's Miller. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
To throw, it's Simpson. Flips it out in the flat. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off at the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Might be looking to run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll pull it down and run.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be
nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The play action fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man showing great... to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Are walked up tight. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 15, looking for room. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are.
It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming in.
And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why...
Turning on the Jets. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more...
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Forced out of the pocket. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He's looking to pass. Floating away. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field? Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The short hands, it's Benson. There to make the tackle, and that's up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the tailback. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Takes a hit as he fires.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Whittington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. He's got it again. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Trying to do it on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback adapting. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. So now it's 2nd and long. Might as well stick with him. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Simpson. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. He's at the 10.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
On the ground. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The short hands, it's Miller. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy with the...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd down play from the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
31 on the play. 1st and goal. Here we go. Oregon.
So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Of the first half, with the score, Oregon 64, Alabama 14.
The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now improvising. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Dances away to buy time. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll try the run. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. The give from the gun. Turning it on! That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He'd already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hats to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
Smashes ahead.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown tie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Set to kick it away.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for space, it's Davison. Runs through a tackle. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. the running back and leave it with him. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Scrambling away. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Harris. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll go right back to the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we go 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get...
He wants to go deep. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Let's go.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Russell. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these defenses put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They go to the ground and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and he just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Russell. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And accounting for 6. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.